Well, there you go. Now it's going to work a little bit. So now we can hit these magic buttons and make life all fine and
Yeah.
strong here.
I love it when you start a show knowing that it's your fault we're late.
I know. Well, blame it on computer updates.
No. There it goes.
You can blame it on me. I don't care. The first thing has been blamed on me.
Good for it. You get for a couple of blames a week. Oh, there you go. All right. My coffee's hot. Are you?
Look at that. We're jamming today. Look at this. We've got beautiful sets today. I am back in Studio A, the Heartland Communications building in downtown E-Town. And you're right there with your fancy mural behind you there and the wonderful Elizabethtown
I just
Tourism
realized that
Office.
my head is the O in E-Town. Can you see that? Like there's the T.
That's perfect.
And I'm the O, and there's the W.
You got to do that. That's great. I like it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
We're off to a great start, except for the late start because of a computer update. But anyway, Thursday, October the 21st, 2021. This is show number 130 of Bacon in Your Mailbox. I am Greg Milby, community storyteller. That is my friend Jana Clark, community fanatic. And we appreciate you joining us today. Lots to talk about today.
Oh, my goodness. I know.
It's almost like fall is here.
Truly. Well, it kind of feels like it, but it was like a little humid out this morning, so it kind of feels like still autumn to me.
Autumn.
Yeah.
I was confused. I brought my jacket because I thought, well, it's supposed to be a little on the cooler side, but not. I don't know. So, well, first of all, before we get into the show, it cannot be a show without a good morning, Carter. So
Carter likes some autumn.
Yeah, he likes autumn.
Good morning, Carter.
Good morning. Yay! Good morning, Greg.
Favorite part of my day.
Yay!
Now I got a problem with my mic stand too. Look, I've moved everything around.
It's like it's your first day on the job.
Good gosh, this is a crazy mess. Anyway, not a crazy mess. You're Bacon in Your Mailbox weather forecast today. A couple of morning showers.
That's what I wanted to see.
Looks like
it's going to rain.
Yeah, but they're going to be, I think they're going to be pretty much out of here if they're not already. Breezy today in 69. Partly cloudy and cooler, 47 tonight. Cooler with times of sun and clouds, or clods, as I have there. 59 degrees. Yeah. Kids, don't rush when you're doing stuff because you'll make mistakes.
Cooler with times of sun and cluds.
Yeah, sun and cluds. I wonder what cluds look like.
I think they're white and puffy, and then they're in the sky.
You think so? Well, let's see. I wonder if could those be cluds?
Yes.
How about that? Weather
great
cam.
Cluds. That's awesome. Look how busy downtown is. Is that right now?
Yes, that is actually from my desk.
That's very fun.
Not the one I'm at now. The one that, that's why I know everything that's going on in downtown. I just look outside. I know all the protesters and everything.
Listen, I was downtown yesterday afternoon for a meeting, and it was buzzing. It was just like, I don't know if it was just the time of the day or that the weather was really nice. A lot of people were out, and it's just that our downtown has more going on, but the traffic was heavy. There. Yeah.
It's
a lot
great.
of people.
Let's leave it like that right there.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, Tuesday was hopping. Oh my gosh. Taco Tuesday downtown. That was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep. We did that on Tuesday. That was nuts. So
very fun.
Got to see a lot of people I haven't seen in a while downtown. But
hey, what'd you do on Monday?
Oh yeah, Monday Night Football, baby.
I'm so sorry that you didn't get to see a very good game.
It was a lot of emotions.
I know, but you got your money's worth, friend.
We did. So Kenny and I went down to the game,
Yep.
We have season tickets, and we went down early on Monday to kind of experience Monday Night Football.
Yep.
But it was like Buffalo South.
Oh.
It was 20-1 Buffalo fans to Titans fans in downtown before the game.
Or is that just because they were there from out of town and kind of came down for the weekend and they were the ones that were out and about, and more Tennessee fans were local and were just going to come in later? Like, why?
we are a newer franchise, 20 some odd
Oh,
years compared to some of the others. And I
but
think,
still.
I mean, this Sunday with Kansas City coming to town, it'll feel like a road game, I think, for a while. But it was a great game. There was a lot of
Great game.
trash talk before the game, and I just let
Wow.
it go. But after that game, made sure I let a lot of my Buffalo Bills friends know that on the way out to the stadium. Who won
I was
that
going to
game.
say, they were trash talking on the way in, but you were trash talking on the way out.
Oh, yeah. Kenny wanted to
Yeah.
wait around to see Derrick Henry come back down the tunnel because our tickets, are right up above the Titans tunnel.
Fun.
I was like, dude, we's got to row. We's got
Yeah.
to row. There are
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills fans waiting on us in the parking lot.
Yeah, right.
So, anyway, so it was good. It
Well,
was a
very
great
fun.
game.
I'm glad.
Makes
Congratulations.
that late night worth coming in on Tuesday because I had like a 8 o'clock video shoot on Tuesday.
Oh, my.
So, all right, let's go and see first posts here because there's a few on here. First of all, good morning, Jay. Happy belated birthday to Jay Hobbs.
Jay, happy 29th, friend.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it was a significant date for him yesterday.
It was the day of his birth. That
Yeah.
is significant.
Close enough. Good morning, Morgan Castor.
Hey, morning.
Yeah, my mom. It's my dad there. Mom might be listening in the background.
Oh, good.
Good. And there's Jay Hobbs again. Football weather for Friday. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
We like
that
that.
is.
Yeah, and then Judy jumping in. Jay celebrated his birthday yesterday. Yeah, I bet he did.
Yep.
He probably had some brown water.
He might have.
So there's Morgan who knows all about this office. There is a lighthouse that was purchased at a charity auction that has worked its way around the office in the old building. And we decided instead of placing it on unsuspected coworkers' desks when we moved to this building, we decided to give it a prominent center spot in the window. So if
Nice.
you drive down and you look over at 55 Public Square, you see this little light. That's our wonderful lighthouse. Now, Morgan, that picture is just above the lighthouse.
Oh, there you go.
There was a work truck in the first parking spot, and I didn't want to ruin the scene with a work truck.
So does the lighthouse doesn't move? That's its permanent home now?
Yeah, we've left it there. We did realize last night when we were here late that we need to change the bulb. I think the bulb was burned out. So, good morning,
Hey, kid.
Kinsley, the content king and bearded wonder. So, no, Morgan, they do not have to pay people to wear Titans merchandise.
Wow.
But if they want to,
They
I'm
can pay you
perfectly
to do
okay.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Mary Stucker Hall sighting there.
Hi, Mary.
So, Jay
Hey,
says
Mary will
his-
probably be out and about this weekend because, this weekend, it's really. Oh, I don't know if that's true, Jay. Don't fib.
I have to Google that. It's on the machine
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Is that your neighbor?
That's my neighbor.
Yeah.
Hi, neighbor.
Oh, you're just you're not at home, so you can't yell like I do.
I can't. I mean, hey, neighbor. See, it's not the same.
Are
She's
the
in my neighborhood.
Pinkhams good neighbors?
Oh my gosh. Well, they have two of the cutest little girls you've ever seen. And
Okay.
so, yeah, I mean, it's there's a lot of cuteness on my court these days.
Good. There's Andy Clay Games.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, Andrew, congratulations on the new job.
Awesome sauce. I
Good
need your
stuff.
new cell number, Andy. Send it to me.
Oh, he got a new cell number?
That's what I heard. I think
Oh,
he said
okay.
he did. Correct me if
Okay.
I'm wrong, Andy, but if you have it, send it to me.
Okay, I tried to cash app him money yesterday as a congratulations. I guess he didn't get it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And Kinsley said Derrick Henry got him 50 points for his fantasy win.
Oh, score.
And let me tell you how great that was for me. So I was playing our good friend Dustin Shepard in our
Yes.
fantasy football league. I was down a ton going into Monday night. I needed a big night from Stephon Diggs. I needed a big night from A.J. Brown, and I needed a big night from Derrick Henry. First half, got a little bit from Stephon Diggs. Didn't
Yep.
want him to have a great night. Derrick
Understand.
Henry got me some good points. A.J. was non-existent. Second half, A.J. got me points, and I beat Dustin by just over 1 point, and it was the final touchdown run by Derrick Henry that got me the win.
Which made it even that much sweeter.
Exactly. It
You didn't
was
rub in his face. Like, you didn't trash talk to Dustin, did you?
no.
I'm sorry, Dustin. I apologize for Greg Milby's actions after Monday night's game.
Yeah, but Dustin, on draft night, Dustin went to B-Dubs or somewhere to get some fried pickles to eat and was late to the draft. And so the computer had to auto draft for Dustin.
Oh,
So-
that's happened to me.
So he's on an auto draft team. So we make sure we let him know that.
Yeah.
You got to have fun with that, right?
That's a big win. Gosh, Monday night was a banner night for you.
Yeah, it was. Oh, it was great. Now,
Wow.
granted, if they could start Monday Night Football a little earlier, that'd be great.
You know, I have said that about a lot of sports. It happens to me with baseball all the time because those games go too long, and so I just give up.
Yeah.
Football, kind of, but not so much. There were good football games last weekend.
There was a lot of them. Tons
Yeah.
of them. So
Yeah.
speaking of football, let's get
Yeah.
into some of the sports that's going on this weekend. First of all,
For
NFL
sure.
tonight, it's the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. And if you play fantasy football, you want to check your roster because it's I think the first week of like bye weeks. So you've got a lot of teams that have no games going on this week.
So don't play somebody don't leave somebody on your team who isn't even playing in the game like anybody else I've ever known to do, for the record.
Yeah, I feel bad for Jennifer. So she's in our fantasy league and has never played fantasy football before. And so I've been helping her out.
Good.
She's got a lot of players on the injured reserve, and she's got a lot of players not playing this week.
Oh,
So she's got to figure out how to draft. Now, I've been helping her.
yes.
Guess who she plays this week?
You.
Me. Now I'm going to be a good husband and help her, but I don't know how I can help her. She's got a ton of players that are not playing and a ton
Well,
of
it
players
sounds like
hurt.
you just need to help her find the healthy ones, no matter what. Just get them in there.
Well, then I've got to make sure that she understands that. Look, if she's got to release a player to pick up somebody else and somebody else picks it up, I didn't do it on purpose. She's got to have a team to field.
I think she would trust you on that.
I hope so. We've been married a long time. Trust is
let's
important.
not let fantasy football come in the middle of that rock solid marriage. Come
Telling
on.
you better not. Broncos, Cleveland Browns tonight, 8:20 for Thursday night football. Major League Baseball, it's Game 5 of the National League Championship Series.
I mean, that's a big deal.
Braves and the Dodgers. Braves up 3-1. Could close it out and head to the World Series with a win tonight.
I'm probably for the Braves.
Are you really?
Well, so it's all geography. So I grew up in Arkansas, and so Atlanta was closer-ish, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so teams that are in our neck of the woods when it comes to the United States map, I tend to lean more towards. So, yeah. I mean, for no other reason.
I used to watch Atlanta Braves when they were on TBS. You know, the Braves and the Cubs are always on.
Yes.
I don't really have a dog in the fight, and so I'll watch it to enjoy it. But it's football night too, so baseball has to take a back seat a little bit.
You can watch both.
Game 6 of the ALCS tomorrow night at 8:00. Red Sox, Astros. Houston leads that series 3-2. They could close it out with a win or force a Game 7.
Let's get a Game 7 out of that one. Why not?
I want a Game 7 out of that one.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. High school football. North Hardin, Central Hardin. At Central Hardin, Friday night, 7:30, the kickoff for that one. Big rivalry game, going to be a lot of fun.
Yep.
LaRue County at E-Town.
Homecoming.
7:30. Spencer County at John Hardin.
Okay.
Fort Knox is at Bethlehem for a 7:30 kickoff. And Meade County hosts Barron County at 8:00 on Friday.
Listen, that's a great lineup in our area for high school football.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Love it.
So homecoming parade, is that this afternoon or tomorrow?
It's this afternoon at 4:15. And it kind of goes from E-Town High School and it winds out the back entrance down Miles and it winds back around. It does not include Dixie. So there's not going to be big street closures and all that. So, and it doesn't last that long anyway. So if you run into it, just cheer those kids along. I happen to know that my football player made a run last night to Walgreens because he was worried he didn't have enough candy and he wanted to be sure he had enough candy to throw to his friends. So just follow Will along because he has enough candy to fill Charlie's Chocolate Factory for you all. Heaven forbid the kid not have enough candy.
Well, good for Will. Will the Thrill. He'll be the candy connoisseur coming this afternoon.
He's like, what if I run out? And I was like, you need to use your candy management skills.
That's key. We did that.
Right?
Yeah, and we'll talk about it more in a bit. Rineyville Days, which is coming
Yeah.
up. Weird. It's different this year. But a few years ago, I was driving in the Rineyville Days parade when I worked at full-time radio at Quixie, and Garrett and Gavin and Jennifer went with me. It was a family deal.
Yeah.
And that was the first candy parade that the boys had done.
Oh, okay.
They lost their lid. I kept telling them, I said, you're going to have to pace yourself. You've got to pace yourself. You've got to slow down. And they would fall victim every time of some kid, you know, candy.
Yep.
What happened? We made the turn there by the Ronnieville Fire Department. We're dry. No candy.
Dry. They're waving, and the kids are like, no, don't wave at me. Throw me some candy.
And you can't tell them. You can't be like, hey, back there we were like the best candy throwers there are. Because at this
point. A while
point,
ago, we had full-size Butterfingers.
Yeah. So you can't roll with that, right?
And listen, my mother-in-law lives on the corner of Poplar. She lives close on Poplar across from down Morningside. And when my kids were little, they would sit in her front yard and watch the parade. And now I think she really wishes my kids were still small enough to sit in her front yard, because all the older kids, when my kids would see their like older friends that they knew or older cousins, they would always throw them candy. Now my kids do other stuff. And so I bet you anything, she is standing on her front porch watching that parade, wishing her grandkids were still 5 and sitting in her front lawn watching the parade. But it's fun. It's such a great tradition.
Yeah, I think it's cool they do that. I really do. I think it's awesome. Jay says it's a pink out for the Central Hardin North Hardin game tonight.
Fabulous.
Shirley, I'm going to say good morning because I'm not at home, and you're not going to hear me.
You're not going to hear
I'm downtown, and
he's on the square, dude. Yep.
Commonwealth attorneys next door, and I don't really need trouble today.
Don't get in trouble.
Yeah. Ken,
you don't need those neighbors not liking you either.
Ken Helton, you are right. I have got it written down here. I just haven't mentioned it yet, but E-Town and Butler playing in the State Elite 8 in soccer.
Saturday.
So that's Saturday. That's going to be a big one. Cross-country regions happening at the Hardin County Fairgrounds this weekend. And you want to talk...
How is that going to work? Isn't there trick-or-treat out there too?
Yeah, that is... So they pushed the trick-or-treat back a little bit from the originally scheduled. It is 3 to 5... and then 6 to 8 on the 2 sessions for trunk or treat.
Oh, because the kids will run early. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll run early in the day. And hats off to Tim Pennington and Samantha Dale and their crew at Central Hardin. Man, I'm kind of fond of the fairgrounds, being on the fair board. But, man, they do such a great job and have made a wonderful cross-country course for our region.
The kids love it too. Like they brag on that course as a wonderful place to run. I know that a lot of people have really grown to appreciate that course.
Yeah, it is great. So regions are going to be happening there, and there's a lot of spots for you to view runners, which I think is funny because when you're a cross country parent, wear your running shoes because you're going to run as much as the kids.
Listen, and all you do is follow the crowd, because those parents that have been there, done that, they know the spots. And so when you see your kid, you just sprint after whichever parent took off first, and you sprint to that spot, and then you just sprint with the crowd all the way to the finish line. It really is fun.
Yep, it is. And then Ken mentions next week is district volleyball at Central Hardin. And Central Hardin and E-Town in the districts. So big weeks.
We also have a big fall baseball tournament at the sports park this weekend, which is a little unusual for a tournament to be this big. But I think there are 80 baseball teams at the park this weekend. And that's a really exciting. So listen, we're going to be covered up with activity this weekend.
Yep. And so let's kind of talk about some of the other activities that are happening. And as you mentioned, the fairgrounds.
Yep.
Saturday night, Grace Heartland Church always does a trunk or treat.
Yep.
Used to do it at the church, and it just got too big. There's just no more room, and so they were like, "What do we do?" So luckily, we were able to move it to the fairgrounds. I've got a race Saturday morning at Mammoth Cave.
Oh, fun!
It's a 25K and 50K event, so it is an all-day thing. I will leave there. I will go to the fairgrounds. I'm actually emceeing and playing music for both sessions for the trunk or treat. So
for trunk or treat, how fun are you?
It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good stuff. So that's going on. If you want to go to that, you go to Kentucky'sHeartland.com, click on Saturday's date, and there is a link for you to get tickets because you've got to have tickets.
Oh.
They don't. It does not cost anything. So, and the reason I'm sure they're doing this, I'm not 100% sure, but my guess is to control the amount of people that are there.
I know, but okay, so someone needs to say to someone, what happens when people show up without a ticket?
I'm just playing the music and announcing stuff.
Put Marty Fulkerson at the gate.
I'm sure he'll be there. But yeah, so that's going on Saturday night. So 2 sessions, 3 until 5, and then 6 until 8.
Very fun.
So that's going to be a lot of fun to do that. And then the city of E-Town Parks and Recreation is having a fall fest
at Pritchard,
Saturday,
which is earlier in the day. So you could do both depending on what time you head out to Pritchard.
Oh, you got all the time in the world. Look.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, we didn't have all these candy events like this.
No.
You dressed up one time, maybe twice if the church had a trunk or treat, and that was pretty much all you got. It's different nowadays. Like this E-Town Fall Fest, they are Pritchard Community Center from 10 a.m. to 4. There's live music, craft vendors, art vendors, food trucks, inflatables and games. Entry is free, but again, it's Pritchard. Parking is limited.
And there are some things that you will have to buy a ticket for, but to trick or treat and to just come and play, it is free for everyone in our community.
Yeah. So that's going on a Saturday. And then Ronnieville Days is happening on Saturday.
Wow.
Normally that's in like August, I think, isn't it?
Maybe they pushed it back
or
a little.
September. Yeah, I think it's September. They pushed it back. It's 40th annual celebration of Ronnieville Days. Pancake breakfast at 8 o'clock. Don't sleep on that.
Right.
That's
get up
good
and get
stuff.
your cakes.
That's at Ronnieville Elementary. 11 o'clock is a car show that will happen in the parking lot of the elementary school. The parade is at noon.
Perfect.
This is interesting, the over 30 and under 30 charity softball game.
Fun.
That'll be interesting. There's
the
a benefit.
The youngins and the old ones.
Yeah, there's a benefit auction at 3:30. There's a baby contest at 5, and then they've got fireworks at night, and then they've got inflatables and that kind of stuff going on as well. So,
gosh, don't you wish you love a good baby contest, don't you, Greg?
No. Not at all.
Why? Greg, aren't all babies cute?
They are. That's the problem.
Right.
I don't want to MC a baby contest because you're judging somebody's baby. And then on top of that, I can't judge them because then you're telling them that their kid's not as pretty as the other one. I just can't. I did it one time. Never again. Ever again. I don't care who you are. Don't call me. I won't do it. So that's happening. Hey, and then Sunday, Radcliffe is having their Fright Night on Sunday night. 5 until 7.
Haunted?
JJ is gonna be wearing like regular clothes.
Okay, gotcha.
So
just gonna show up.
Yeah. So there's that 5 until 7 Colvin Community Center. They're gonna have trunks out there and a lot of other fun stuff. So plan on going up to that. All this information available at Kentucky'sHeartland.com. And then you can plan for next week too, because I don't know how many trunk or treats they can have, but I know how many they're trying to have.
I know. I mean, so I wonder, so like, do kids wear the same costume to everything they go to? I remember one time my kids wanted to wear one costume to trunk or treat and one costume for school. And I had to put the kibosh on that early because I could see that being a slippery slope. You don't get new costumes for every party you go to. You have to use the same costume.
Yeah.
Wherever you go.
I agree. Gotta make sure you do that.
Hey, do you carve a pumpkin for Halloween? Are you a pumpkin carving family?
I want to say we would like to be.
Yeah.
But life has been so busy, we haven't. And then when we do, it's like, okay, let's go get pumpkins, carve them this afternoon. And then you get busy, and then next thing you know, you're trying to carve a rotten pumpkin.
Well, so that was going to be my question. So I think if you have a pumpkin and you haven't carved it yet, I think now's the time because after you carve them, they have a shelf life. So I think you carve them this weekend. I think it's pumping. I mean, I don't know. It's not official, but something like that.
I would think so. Do you guys carve pumpkins?
I haven't, but I have pumpkins, and I think I'm going to carve. Like I have little just sitting around pumpkins, and I kind of think I might want to carve them. So I may try to do that this weekend.
Yeah, we're
I've always
slacking.
thought it was really fun to do.
It is. We used to do it in the basement before we finished the basement, because
Yeah,
you get stuff everywhere.
yeah,
I I like doing it. I mean, I feel like a slacker this year. We don't have really anything out. Normally we
yeah,
have these fall. I mean, we put the fall wreath up, but that's the one you go downstairs and grab it off the wall because you got
yeah.
your four seasons on there.
Right.
And then I live next to Shirley, who's
Yeah.
got Halloween lights up.
Why don't you just go steal some of Shirley's stuff? She won't care.
Well, you just said it. I can't go do it now.
Oh, sorry. We
Why
have
do I do this show with you?
I have a football door hanger and a few little flowers, but we don't really go all out. I have a couple of pumpkins inside, like ceramic ones sitting on the mantle, but I don't have it like full on, fall decorated. Mm-mm.
Are you going to pass out candy this year for Halloween?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Last year we put candy out I remember we had 2 tables. We spaced out the candy and we put hand sanitizer out. This year, I don't know what it's going to look like, but I have to because my neighborhood is filled with kids, so I
Yeah,
have to hand out candy. I love it.
I love doing it too because I
Yeah,
wasn't able to do it for years because I was always at an
yeah,
event. I enjoy doing it.
I
Uh,
do too.
this year, I I don't know if we're going to make it to the finish line.
Uh-oh.
Jennifer called me this weekend when she was out and I was working a race, and she said, "Hey, they've got candy on sale. Do you want to go ahead and
Oh,
me have a go and get candy?" I said, "Yeah." And we did the math in our head because I need some for trunk or treat and I need some
right.
for and we might have broke the seal on one of them.
See, you
I don't
can't.
know if it's going to make it to next weekend
I was going to say you're going to have to make an emergency run like Will did last night to Walgreens.
because
Yep.
when I purchase it, I purchase what I like because
There you go.
if it's left over, I don't need crap. I mean, I don't need
That's
it.
right.
I
That's
want my
right.
good stuff. Almond Joys.
You're not giving out pretzels and boxes of raisins over there.
No, you come to the Milby house late in the night, be one of the last trick or treaters to around. You're going to get Almond Joys because I
There you
hold
go.
on to the good stuff to the end,
Just in case you can have it left
just
over.
in case I get it.
I'm glad I know that.
So, but when you go to buy more Halloween candy, since you ate the first 2 bags probably already,
Yeah. Right.
you'll want to know the most popular treats. You ready for this?
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah.
So number one is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. They topped the
Yeah.
list this year. And this is YouGov.com, a survey they do. So I'm
Yeah.
sure
It's
others are
official.
different.
Yeah.
Followed by regular M&Ms,
Okay.
Milky Way bars.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. So they just had the top 3 there.
Oh,
One of
okay.
the least popular Halloween candies, Nerds.
I've always kind of thought it was weird.
I like them. The grape and the cherry, please.
Yeah. Interesting.
I like those. So
There's the only way I think nerds are good is if you can manage to get them in your mouth without having to eat the cardboard or suck on your hand.
yeah,
That's my issue with nerds.
that's why those little packs are the perfect ones.
Yeah. You just shake them in and then you're done.
They're mouth size. They're good. They're good to
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
I mean, I'm all about that. Let's rock and roll with that.
Yep.
So there is a lot of stuff going on this weekend for you to get into. So, I mean, just like last weekend and the weekend before, if you can't find something to do.
Before.
Which, by the way, I talked to Brother Bell yesterday morning.
Oh my, I know where you're going.
Glendale Days was crazy.
Off the chain.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He
Very fun.
says, and I'm not talking out of school because I don't think it's a secret, 80% of the vendors come back every year. They have a waiting list of 250 vendors.
I've heard that there's a waiting list if you want to sell your wares at that festival.
There are people that have been waiting for years to get in.
Wow.
It's an 80% renewal immediately.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, and let me tell you a secret. So this is a good
Okay.
one. And if you go to Glendale Days every year, this is an inside scoop, and you may want to get something done today.
Okay.
Glendale Christian Church,
Yes.
their parking lot, they came up with an idea to do a VIP parking for $25.
Interesting.
All right, now the $25 includes the parking space all day, so you can come and go as you please. If you want to come back later in the day, you can do that.
Wow.
Indoor bathrooms
Ding ding.
and a seating area there too. So if you need to take
Ding
a
ding.
rest, $25.
Worth it. And
And
it's for good. I mean, it goes to their church.
yeah, and they sold out very, very quick this year, and they've already opened up for next year. So if you want to book, you want to
That's
call Glendale Christian Church and talk to
crazy.
Bobby Thompson over there. He can get you hooked up. He's the man.
That's crazy.
So there you go.
Very fun.
I want 10%, Bobby.
I don't think Bobby's going to really need your plug, but he appreciates it anyway.
Take what I can get. Yeah, I guess I
Right.
better not. So.
That is right.
But yeah, I think Brother Bell said they have, because as a guy that does some events, it always intrigues me.
Yeah.
How many portable toilets you have to rent? Because that is some math. When you do an event, you have to
Yes.
do the math to know. Okay, because you don't want people standing in long lines, but
Absolutely.
but you
I
can't
mean,
go
event people
overboard.
have formulas for all that.
Because the portable toilet business is a good business.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, everybody does it.
Everybody does it.
And you need those things, and they do well with those. I mean,
Yep.
I don't want to do the business.
I don't want to do that.
58 portable toilets I think they had to rent, plus hand washing stations.
Oh my gosh. It's a lot
That's
of
a lot.
folks.
That's a lot of people.
And a lot of them spend those that come in from out of town, they go to Glendale Days early, and then they're in our community for the rest of the day, eating and shopping other places. And so it's just good for Glendale and all of Hardin County. Very fun.
I think people took my advice and came the back ways to get into Glendale.
Was that crowded?
Yeah, New Glendale Road was pretty hopping.
Yeah.
On Saturday.
Yeah.
Pretty much all day. It was like early in the day. When I left, I had to be over at Severance Valley for the JT's Way 5K.
Right.
It was at 8 o'clock, so I needed to get over a little after 6 or so. I mean,
Okay.
it was a steady stream of traffic, like the movie The Field of Dreams.
Wow.
At that time, people were heading into town.
I love it.
Well, you
That's
think
awesome.
about it, because I'm sure some of the vendors waited to the last minute to set up because it rained Friday.
But
Friday
that's
night.
right, because Friday night was supposed to be stormy. Well, I mean, it was stormy, but yeah, they probably had to wait. I heard of someone who was getting married Saturday afternoon, and they were supposed to set their tent up on Friday afternoon, and they waited to set it up Saturday morning. And so they went out there before the sun came up on Saturday and put the tent up in the dark because they were concerned about storms and wind on Friday night. So they just waited and did it last minute. It ended up working out fine, but gosh, I bet some people in Glendale Days had to do the exact same thing. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. My dad turned 70 this past weekend.
I saw that.
And, we've kind of it's kind of become somewhat of a tradition, I guess. We hang out at camp. And so we did that. He smoked a brisket for his birthday.
Nice.
I mean, it was good.
I
And
bet.
then Mom wanted him to have a coconut cream pie because he loves coconut cream pie from the
Okay.
Whistle Stop.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can talk about it now because it's already happened because it was supposed to be a surprise. That took a lot.
I was going to say,
I mean, 2 days before Glendale Crossing Festival, you're trying to order a pie to pick up the next day, the day before Glendale Crossing Festival. That was a
that
challenge.
took some doing.
But it's
Well,
Dad's
that's so fun.
70th, and so it had to happen.
Listen, brisket and coconut cream pie and hanging out at the camp. That's a perfect birthday.
And it was the first time that we had both campers down by the cabin hooked up to electric.
Wow.
So it was good. It was a good day.
That's very fun.
I enjoyed spending time. When
It
we
was
hung,
beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We hung around the campfire. My nephews were there. We were only missing Gavin. So
fun.
But it was fun.
I love it.
Let's see. Jay says they parked over 3,000 cars at Glendale Days.
Bananas. I love it.
Yeah. So it was good. Good stuff. So Glendale Days is usually the wrap up of the festival season.
Oh, no.
And I don't know if Ronnieville Days is going to do this continuing forward,
Oh.
or if they're going to go back to the regular date. I'll have to check into that. But you know what we need to bring back is the outhouse races they used to do.
Yo, yeah, that's a great idea. How do you do that, by the way?
You build an
You strap
outhouse.
it to your back and take off and hope it doesn't leak?
No, you make it a wooden outhouse, and it's like a cart, and they push it, and
Oh.
somebody's in it, and they steer it.
Oh, it's kind of like the bed races that they do
Exactly.
in Louisville. Yeah,
It's instead of laying down, you're sitting on a pooper.
I think that's awesome.
They should bring that back.
Would you rather be the one sitting on the pooper or pushing the pooper? How many times can I say the word pooper?
I'm going to go with the pusher.
Yeah,
That's a
I
lot
might
of
be with you.
it's a lot of stress to be the
As long as the
steerer.
pooper that you're pushing didn't take that idea to heart and, give you
Right.
something to step in. Yeah.
Don't need any of that.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's about it, right?
I know,
mean,
right? What
I-
else?
I mean, that's about all that's going on. I mean, as if you needed anything else. So you got plenty of things to get into this weekend.
I'm so excited. I mean, it really is going to be a fun weekend around here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy day, but I mean, come on, hitting every day.
Every day's
Yeah.
busy. And if not, you need to start filling your time with fun stuff.
Yeah. Oh, another plug too. The Hardin County Schools Performing Arts Center Friday night and Saturday. There is the Central Hardin Drama Club is doing their production, the Orphan, whatever.
Oh, you know so much about it.
Well, I can't remember the name of it right now.
And there's a magician at the State Theater.
Oh,
We can't even get to all the stuff.
Aaron
We can't-
Harp.
Yes, we can't even get to all of it.
Crap, Aaron.
You just need
Sorry.
to find it.
And
You
I
just
actually
gotta go find it.
have Aaron in my notes right here. Friday, Saturday night, 7:00. Tickets are, I think, $15 for Aaron Harp Magic. He's great, been doing it for years, won all kinds of awards, lives in our area. Fabulous magician. And I think proceeds from the event is going to go to Ronald McDonald House.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey,
that's a great
loser.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, Dustin.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding.
No, I know. Listen.
Dustin's my kid. I love him.
Wait
Like he's
till
my
the
son.
week that you get beat by Dustin and he just is brutal.
It's going to happen next time.
It
will.
might.
Yeah, it's
all right. You
It's
can
part of
take
the
it.
fun. Part of the fun
Yeah, you
of
can take
fantasy
it.
football.
Yep. You got to be able to, if you dish it out, you got to be able to take it, right?
Right. I mean, you know what? I've been trying to talk about the best of them. Look, my preacher, Jeff Knoll. I mean, he beat me week 1. Okay. I heard about it. It's okay.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for Bacon in Your Mailbox for this Thursday, October the 21st, 2021. Show number 130.
We're old.
We are getting older. I am Greg Milby, community storyteller. That is my friend Jana Clark, community fanatic. And we thank you for joining us.
Have a good day.
Are you going to say your famous thing?
Bye, y'all.